Hello and welcome. Oh my goodness, we are live. Shannon, we are live.
We are live.
ASTA Facebook fan page. We are live for ASTA's annual Advocacy Awareness Day. We are your co-hosts. We are back again now. This is our third year in a row. This year is just a little different. From the last 2 years. And we are incredibly excited to be able to have the opportunity to be back on ASTA's fan page and share all the good news and good vibes about ASTA and their advocacy efforts on behalf of travel advisors. Today is an exciting day, right, Shannon?
It is. It's very exciting. And I'm excited to be here at Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
On the ground. Like, I'm not in my home office. I'm not in a virtual screen. This is actual live. You can see people lining up behind me to get into Capitol Hill to go. There's lots of people. There's people from the industry here in line to go to have their meetings and meet with their representatives and senators. And they are just excited. It's an exciting day. And I'm excited to be here because this is what we're doing. This is advocacy in action.
I can feel your excitement, Shannon. It's like literally you're about to explode with excitement. So for those of you just joining the live stream, let's just give you a little bit of context. So today, Shannon, Cunningham, and I, your co-hosts for ASTA Advocacy Awareness Day, we are bringing this event to you in a different format than we have done so in 2020 and 2021. So to take it back to 2020, we did this as a series of Facebook Lives, as we're doing it today, on the fan page for ASTA to basically shed light on to the advocacy efforts that ASTA was doing on our behalf, Herculean efforts, especially in 2020 during some of our industry's absolute darkest days. And they were advocating for us every hour, on the hour, round the clock. It was amazing. And it still is amazing the work that ASTA does for our industry. And we wanted to bring an event to travel advisors in the industry to shed light on what it was and what advocacy means and all of that. And so one of the sessions in the series of Facebook Lives in 2020 was all about Legislative Day. And we had some guests that talked about their experience. And so Legislative Day is a day where travel industry leaders and advisors and partners come together and we take meetings with lawmakers on Capitol Hill. And we're briefed by ASTA on the issues of the day, which is what happened yesterday. And then we go to, we lost Shannon there for a second, it's all good. And then we go to the Hill to make our case and make our pitch of what is important. And so that was one of the sessions. And so then we brought it back, Advocacy Awareness Day for 2021. And again, we taught one of the sessions, a series of Facebook Lives, was on Ledge Day, on Legislative Day. So for 2022, we decided to pair in-person Legislative Day with this virtual event that we started for 2 years in a row now. So we are now broadcasting live from Washington. I am at the Hilton Washington Mall, and I am broadcasting from a makeshift studio, if you will, a room here with the ASTA team. And Shannon is actually taking meetings. I will not be taking meetings today, but Shannon will be taking meetings and will be popping in throughout the day live from Capitol Hill. Do we get Shannon back? No, not yet. Okay. So what we're going to do right now, there we go. We got you.
It's almost time for a meeting for me, though, because I'm actually representing Louisiana.
Yes, you are.
I have a 9:30 meeting. I get to go through security. And when I come back at 11 with you, I'll give you all the inside scoop. So I'm going to have to leave for now because we're about to go in for security. Okay. But I want to see all the money raised because I'm seeing the action here. So I'm going to be checking while I can. And we're looking forward to being here all day and showing you, talking to people that are here from ASTA and all the things that are going on. So thanks so much. And I'll be checking in soon.
Shannon, thank you for doing double duty today of co-hosting with me and taking meetings on Capitol Hill and sharing your experiences live on
and
location.
I've donated. I've already donated.
So Shannon brings up a very important piece of ASTA Advocacy Awareness Day. And this is an event to also kick off grassroots fundraising for travel advisors and partners. It's an opportunity for our whole industry. Bye, Shannon. It's an opportunity for our whole industry to come together and show our support, show our financial support, because these efforts on the Hill cannot happen without dollars. And so we invite you today to go to your ASTA team page. Many of you that are watching live have a team page associated with your chapter. So please find your chapter team page. You also may have a team page associated with your host or your consortia. So you can find that team page and go and donate related to the team page. If you do not have either of those, you simply go to asta.org/donate, as we just showed on the screen, and you can make a donation. We are asking everybody across the industry today for a minimum donation of just $25. And if we all come together as an industry to do that, we will make a nice dent in the advocacy funds for ASTA's Political Action Committee. All right, I would like to bring on a guest. Well, and actually before I do, as we're bringing on the guest, I want to say hello to everybody watching virtual, because as we were talking with Shannon, all the excitement of Capitol Hill, I do see a lot of friendly faces and familiar names in the chat. Hello, Eddie, we miss you, we miss you. Thank you for being on the live. We see a lot of great familiar faces on the lives, and we lots of comments. So I want you to go ahead and drop a comment in the chat. Let us know where you're watching live from, if you'll be joining us all day. So go ahead and drop where you are in the country. We want to know. Also, a way you can help today to spread the word on what we're doing on the Hill and virtually through the series of Facebook Lives is you can actually take this live and share it. If you are a travel advisor or partner watching and you are connected with other travel advisors and partners on Facebook, if you share this live stream or others that we do throughout the day, then more people know about what we're doing. So I thank you in advance for sharing these live streams to spread the word. All right, I see a lot of people jumping in to let us know where you're listening in from. And on that note, keep it going. And I'd like to bring on screen, normally it's like virtual, but I'm going to bring on screen. She is here with me on location. Hello, Veronica from Hilton. I know you've got some fans probably here, not probably, you do have fans that are on this stream. So if you know Veronica and you love supporting Hilton and you know that Hilton is a huge supporter of ASTA, go ahead and drop a comment in the thread here to say hello to Veronica, because she would love to see that you are on. So Veronica, thank you for humoring us and getting on this live. We're so happy to have you. We are at a Hilton property. This is the host hotel for ASTA's Legislative Day.
We are, and I'm excited to welcome you all here who are in person. It's quite a mouthful. So it's the Hilton, Washington, D.C., the mall, at the wharf. So it's quite a mouthful.
It's memorable. We'll remember it.
Super excited to have you here. Very, very pleased to be able to join the North Carolina delegation, which Vanessa, you're in North Carolina
I am
too.
North Carolinian.
Yes, so excited to join the team to go on the Hill and show my support for the travel agency channel. Of course, Hilton is a platinum proud partner of ASTA.
You are.
Another mouthful. And so very, very excited to partake in this and stand as one with my travel agency partners for this really special event. And we'll go take my own appointment at 9:30 now.
You do have an appointment at 9:30.
But I have to say first, Vanessa, Advocacy, of course, we are supporters and we've made our own donations to the ASTA PAC. So we encourage you to do that as well and to help raise money. Vanessa just shared how to do that. And for those of you who are attending Global Convention in August, I'm looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful Hilton San Francisco Union Square. So thank you so much for having me on.
We're so happy that you're here. And Veronica, it just means the world to travel advisors to have partners supporting Loud and Proud, and not just monetarily, not just in the form of you're hosting us here at the Hilton in Washington. I'm not going to attempt the mouthful, Washington Mall at the Wharf, right? But more importantly, I think it's really important to note again, Veronica is part of the North Carolina delegation. She is linking arms literally and figuratively with travel advisors from North Carolina, meeting with lawmakers today to show support so that when travel advisors are expressing what they need from lawmakers and issues that they just need lawmakers to be aware of, and then Veronica representing Hilton can turn around and say, and Hilton needs travel advisors. We can't do this without travel advisors. Hilton is here because our business model needs travel advisors. That is so important for the representatives to hear. And so all of the delegations have partners associated with that, with their meetings. And I really want to call attention to that and give a huge shout out for all the partners that are here in person that are linking arms with travel advisors and supporting our annual legislative day, and you being one of them. So thank you so much for being here. I'll send you on your way because I know you have a meeting.
Take care, everyone.
All right. You need us to center a little bit. I'm getting instructions. I'm going to go this way a little. Better? Okay, good. All right. How are we feeling on the live? For those of you tuning in live, if you've already made your donation for the day, give yourself a shout out, give yourself a pat on the back by letting us know in the comments that you've made your donation. We are asking for minimum $25 donation in honor of Legislative Day. I'm going to go ahead and bring our next guest, who has just on her way to a 9:30 a.m. meeting as well. We've got the famous Jackie Friedman from Nection. Woo woo! All right, we are ready. It's a party now.
It is a party. Pink and blue.
We got this. If you are a Nection advisor and you are watching from your corner of the country, go ahead and give Jackie a shout out. Let her know. She can see it here in the comments and say hello to Jackie. And even if you're not a Nection advisor and you know Jackie, go ahead and say hi to Jackie here. Yes, big shout out for Nection. All right, so Jackie, I know this is one of your favorite events of the year.
It is. I think I've been to almost all of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A Legislative Day veteran.
You are a Legislative Day veteran. Why is this event so special to you?
You know, it's so great to have members from our industry. This year, I think we have about 230 folks. And as Vanessa said, including agencies and partners. And we go in unity and we advocate for the issues that are most important to our industry. And we see action, but just seeing the process at work and seeing how it works, it is a tremendous experience. And I wouldn't miss it.
Well, your voice matters. I believe you are on the leadership track, right?
I am.
So how many meetings do you have today?
We have 7 meetings today throughout the day, and we'll put a lot of miles on our shoes.
Yes, you will. You got some good. I see you got some good flats there, so that's important for Legislative Day. Now, I do see a lot of Nection advisors here. Thank you for joining into Nection advisors. You did a call out to your members, telling them about Advocacy Awareness Day, and you have a Nection team page, right? Tell us about that.
We absolutely have a Nection team page. We pledged as Nection to make a donation of $19,000, 10 of which is coming from Nection Corporate. We've made that donation. And so you'll see on the team page, $9,000. And I am going to get it started right now, Vanessa.
Okay.
See, all you have to do is go to, probably the easiest thing to do is text ASTA PAC 9, and this is for the Nection team
This is for
page.
Nection.
So ASTA PAC 9, and text that to 71777. A secure site will come up. You just fill in the blanks, and it's as easy as clicking. So I'm going to make my personal donation right now.
Okay.
Want to see how easy it is?
Yes. Okay. So just to recap, Jackie just gave instructions for Nection advisors to go to your team page, but anybody go to your own team page or go to just asta.org/donate, minimum $25 donation today. But I think we can do better than that. But I'm just going to say minimum 25 for start, just to start. But Jackie is about to make a personal donation live through the team page.
Ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's hear the ting. Done.
All right, put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. Let's see.
Done.
Can we see it close to the camera so everybody sees the amount? I will let you do the honors of
It's been
that.
successfully charged.
Okay,
I
tell
make-
us. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Jackie just made a donation, personal donation of
$5,000.
oh my gosh.
But you certainly aren't expected to give $5,000.
Amazing.
It's something I do every year. I make it a point because I truly believe in the work that we're all doing.
That speaks volumes. You love your industry and you want to ensure that we are properly represented.
Absolutely.
And so you're donating to the organization that advocates, defends, and protects travel advisors with lawmakers and laws that directly impact how we do business every single day. And I think that you share my sentiments when I say that ASTA, we already loved ASTA before going into the pandemic, but they really showed us their value and how they came together for us over the last 2 years.
Yeah, no, it's in numbers. We have a couple of Next Gen advisors here that are here for the first time.
That's exciting.
And so we broadcast interviews on our Facebook page. So take a look at it.
Fun.
They are excited. They're a little nervous, but that nervous energy is what makes this day so special.
It is so special.
So I'm going to challenge Next Gen advisors out there, and really all advisors out there, that if you have not done this before, you've got to do it. This year we have 47 states represented.
Yes.
We had a goal of 50.
We get to 50 in 2023.
So 2023, so we need voices, as many as possible. So I encourage you to participate next year. It's really a special experience.
It is. Thank you so much, Jackie,
You are welcome.
for your $5,000 personal donation. Thank you, Next Gen Advisors, for also donating to your team page. And thanks everybody on here that are getting this donation party started through asta.org/donate. I'm going to send you on your way
I have
because
to
you
go.
have a meeting.
I have 7. Bye,
7
everyone.
meetings. Oh my goodness. If you're just joining us, we did have Shannon live from Capitol Hill. She is my co-host for the day, but she's also being pulled into meetings. I do not have meetings today. I am 1000% dedicated to these live streams and committed to making sure that travel advisors all across the industry understand the magnitude of what is happening here for us, what ASTA is doing today. For travel advisors, their work cannot be underestimated and their work cannot be done without funds raised directly to our political action committee. And that's today. It's all about awareness and it's all about fundraising. So I thank you in advance for participating in today's activities. I do have another guest that I'm going to bring on with me right now. So please welcome Denise from Balboa Travel. Hello, Denise. It's so nice to have you here. I love this yellow. We got some bright colors going on today. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So please welcome Denise to our 9 a.m. stream for Advocacy Awareness Day. Say hello to Denise. Give her a shout out if you know Denise. Drop a comment here. So Denise, I'm so excited to welcome you here. I have to give you a big shout out. Before I ask you, I want to ask you questions obviously about ASTA, what ASTA means to you, what today means to you, because you have been very involved obviously for a long time. And I think that you can tell those watching what you do and how it works, because that's what today is obviously all about. And there's a lot of people watching that they haven't come. But before we do that, I want to give you a shout out and I want to really honor you specifically because yesterday, Denise came up to me after the Corporate Advisory Council meeting we had, also known as the CAC. And Denise was the first person of all the attendees to be like, I'm making a personal donation tomorrow. She was the first person and she told me the amount, and I wanted to make sure she was here on this live to celebrate because she was the absolute first person to be committed to this fundraising campaign that we are embarking on today. And it was just a really special moment. And you came up to me with just pure inspiration. It was purely from inspiration.
Right.
And you were just so, I could just feel your beautiful energy, just so full of just service. Like you're just so excited to share the donation.
Yes, this
was
is
amazing.
a wonderful event, everyone. If you haven't participated, Vanessa's absolutely right. It's fantastic. And I have been engaged with ASTA for a very long time. I've been on their leadership tracks with, just like Jackie, I've been to almost everyone.
Wow.
And to see it start with about 20 people to go to 200 and almost 40 people today, 47 states. We're here. We're here going on the Hill. And, you know, ASTA, and I know people just became aware of it in some cases in the last 2.5 years when we were all decimated in this industry and they were our voice. Well, today is about us having a voice, and we participate with ASTA. We're lobbying for our own issues. So it's critically important that we all donate, because we wouldn't have that opportunity if it weren't for ASTA setting up all of these meetings for us today. So it's an opportunity for everyone to still donate, as she's been talking about all day long, a minimum of $25.
Yes, that's easy, right? It's easy. And think about ASTA's involvement in getting the inbound testing rescinded. I mean, can we just all talk about that for just a moment? I mean,
can we? I just missed that. I was in Europe and I came back and I had a multi-generational group with me, my family, and we left one person behind who had to stay in Europe for an additional 10 days.
I'm sure viewers can relate.
Yes. And not to mention all of the things that we're going through, you know, with traveling anywhere, particularly this last weekend. I know how busy you are, and we're so happy that you guys are streaming in and hopefully making your donation. So I am going to donate not only for myself, but I created a team page last night. Balboa Travel generally has a team page. And so I'm starting it off with my donation of $5,000.
$5,000.
$5,000.
Oh my God.
And then we're going to make sure that the rest of the team gets in there too, and we have the opportunity to do that. And hopefully we'll get it all today, but if we miss you today and you got to save up, she'll be out there for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Particularly, we got Global Conference coming up in San Francisco. That's my hometown.
AGC.
And shout out to San Diego, where we're headquartered. So we appreciate it. We love supporting the event. And Vanessa in particular, this is a wonderful thing that she does and gives her time all day long. So we're all running up to the Hill, but she's going to be with you.
I'm going to be here all day. How many meetings do you have today, Denise?
Oh my gosh. Well, some of them have started already. Okay. I am team captain this year for California. Okay. So the team is in there. They started their first meeting about a half hour ago.
How many people are in the California delegation? 10. What does it mean to be the team captain? What are your responsibilities?
You must coordinate all the meetings that change, I can tell you, frequently.
Okay.
And we're doing partially in-person meetings and virtual meetings. So we have some virtual meetings that kicked off this morning.
Okay.
And we go up and down the state with people from various areas. So the team does actually split at some point in time. So I coordinate and make sure that everybody's where they need to be. And if people have to check out early or they get delayed at a meeting, we pull team members to make sure that we are in front of whoever we need to be in front of to make this happen today.
Is there a lawmaker or a representative's office that you will meet with today that you have met in the past, and now there's a rapport and a familiarity? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
We have a few of them, but in particular, I'm based in San Diego now, and Scott Peters.
Okay.
Scott Peters has not only met with us every year that I've been here, but in addition to that, he has had some separate meetings. Evan and I have set up meetings with him locally.
Okay.
As we were dealing with multiple issues.
Tell the viewers about that. Like, what would be an issue that you've met with him separately in addition to Legislative Day to bring awareness?
Well, the ERTC, which is critically important, and at the time, you know, it was just rolling out, and we were looking for his support. We've met with him regarding various issues over the last couple of years individually, so he can understand the impact of the state and how many constituents are in the state. That's a powerful message. You are all constituents.
Yes, you are.
You can call whoever you need to call in your district and have your voice heard. It doesn't necessarily have to be here, although we're in mass here, so it's better with our fly-in, but you can set up an individual meeting and ASTA will support you in that. And if you want to volunteer to participate locally, let them know, and they will look for somebody in your area, particularly around a certain issue. The travel rescinding of inbound testing was such a huge issue for all of us. We all know that.
Huge.
And we had meetings regarding that as well. Okay. So the pressure was on for quite a long time.
Tell us a little bit about the ERTC, because that is a hot topic for today. And so what is it and how does it impact travel agency owners?
Okay. So the ERTC, or some people refer to it as ERC, it's an earning retention credit. It's a tax credit that if you have at least one W-2 employee on staff, you can obtain a credit, or you were able to obtain a credit of $7,000 for that particular individual that works for you, or multiple, if you have hundreds.
Right.
So we're talking a lot of money. So that was sort of an extension after some of us took PPP loans, and then that money was exhausted.
Okay.
So that was supposed to go through the end of the year,
Okay.
last year, through the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So mid fourth quarter, they decided to rescind that after a lot of us made decisions on bringing people back, training, a lot of expenses that we were going to use that tax credit for, we weren't able to do. So it was difficult because mid-quarter you rescind it, and we've been fighting to get it back ever since then. Because let's face it, right now we're all trying to find people. Our labor costs are going through the roof. Our demand of travel is back, and we are struggling with servicing the way we like to properly service. So that money would come in handy for all of us, for your organization. So we need to make them put that back.
And for those of you watching that are frontline advisors and may not have a W-2 employee, this still matters to you because you likely belong to a host agency that it matters to. And so that is important. It is everybody's issue. And so that is just one of the topics that are being covered today with meetings with various lawmakers across at 47 states today, which is pretty incredible. Think about it. We've got travel advisors and partners meeting with lawmakers from 47 different, we have 47 different states represented in meetings today.
Absolutely. And another thing I would say is, if your representative in your area supported the inbound testing going away, please say thank you. Because I think it's critically important.
That's a good point.
We ask for support all of the time, and oftentimes they'll give it and we forget to say thank you. So if your local politician supported that for our industry, we should stop, take 2 minutes, just send them an email. That's good enough. I promise you they'll respond, and they will appreciate it. So
I love
we need
that
to do
tip.
that too.
I love that tip. It's so important that our representatives understand our business model, because it's, first of all, there's so many different kinds of business models even within the industry, which is why it's critical that we all rally under ASTA and under one voice to be heard with lawmakers. And they don't know the nature of how we get paid. They don't know our business models. They don't know, with ICs, that was an issue too, right in California. And that's a whole other Facebook Live to talk about that one. They don't know our business, and it's not their job. It's their job to know, but it's our job to illuminate them. And that's part of why we're all here as well. And it's important to stay visible. And so thank you for not just Denise, thank you for being here as a constant person, a professional that is always attending Legislative Day, making it important. And you do it in between the annual Legislative Day. You're obviously advocating on behalf of California Travel Advisors. You're the team captain for California here, and you're doing so much for the industry in how you contribute, and making a donation of $5,000, the first person to kick off our fundraising campaign for ASTA Advocacy Awareness Day. So Denise, thank you on behalf of ASTA and behalf of travel advisors, on behalf of everybody on this live stream. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy day of, what was it that you said? 7?
We have about seven
meetings today. And we wish you all the best on the Hill.
Thank you. And remember, we're one nation under the ASTA flag. Don't forget that.
I love that. One nation under the ASTA.
That's what I say
flag.
at Balboa. As the leader of Balboa, we are always one nation under the Balboa flag. So that falls under the ASTA flag. One voice.
One voice. One
Well,
voice.
good luck to you today.
Thank you.
I know you have fantastic people streaming in.
We do have a great streaming crowd.
Keep it going.
We will absolutely keep it going. I will send you on your way to
Okay,
go back.
thank you.
Get
Bye,
ready for your
everyone.
meetings. Thank you, Denise. I'm just going to say a few things to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining in on the live. We are just about at the bottom of the hour, so just a few quick housekeeping to remind everybody. We are streaming throughout the day. So our next live stream will be at 11 a.m. I am here all day in this spot. We will have Shannon come back and say hello from Capitol Hill. She will have just been back from a meeting, so that's really exciting. Who knows who will pop in on that live on location. I might be able to also grab somebody here live on location because there's some travel advisors are doing actual virtual meetings from their hotel. It's a mix, and then they go up to the Hill as well. So we're going to be back at 11. We're going to be talking about advocacy action anywhere. And then at 1 p.m., we are going to be back. We have a very special guest. We're going to have Vicki Freed on at 1 p.m. and we'll be sharing some personal advocacy stories. And then we'll be back again at 3 p.m. for What a Difference a Day Makes. And I am really hoping that at 3 p.m. we have a huge story to tell about the momentum that we're going to see for our fundraising campaign. And just to put it in perspective, everybody, I like a good goal, right? Let's set it. At least let me bench level set where we're growing from. So in 2020, when we launched ASTA Advocacy Awareness Day, there are two numbers to anchor in on. The first is the actual number that we raised, the dollar amount, and that was just 28,000. We did not just, it was just under, I believe it was just around 28,000, 28K. The amount, and so that's the actual dollar amount. But the other number that I want us to focus in on, which I believe is equally as important when it comes to fundraising, is the amount of donors, like that, the amount of people. And 396 people made donations on that day. And so I want to crush both of those numbers. So I know we can get past 28,000. We're already $10,000 to our goals from just this live stream alone, because we have 5,000 from Jackie and 5,000 from Denise. So that's good news. I know we've got some other donations coming in through the team pages. So if you're watching this live stream to support the work that we're doing here in Washington, please go ahead and make your donation. We're asking for a minimum of $25 across the board, across the industry. If you can do more, please do so. But if not, every little bit counts. At $25 is a small price to pay to contribute. So go ahead and get that party started there. And let's crush the 396 number. I think we can get to 500. And the only way that we can do that is we need your help watching the live stream. So if you're watching this live stream, please share this event with other travel advisors that you know might not be watching, or share it if you know travel advisors follow you on social media. Let them know what's going on today in Washington on behalf of travel advisors. And let's get excited for all this amazing momentum, everyone. We have incredible momentum for our industry, and it's an exciting day here at ASTA. It's exciting to be on Capitol Hill and bringing together everybody in the industry. We are live from Washington, D.C. We can't wait to see that live view of the Capitol Hill with Shannon Cunningham later when we come back at 11. Thank you for joining me on this first. Thank you for joining ASTA on the first live stream to kick off 2022 ASTA's Advocacy Awareness Day, also known as Eben Peck has also affectionately called it now a modern day telethon. I will take it. We are raising money for ASTA PAC. This is such an important event for ASTA and for travel advisors everywhere. Thank you for joining. We'll see you back on at 11. Thank you again, everyone. See you soon. Bye.